Hello, this is Inside MTG, bringing you another modern Rakdos deck, Vampires to be specific. This is Stormkirk Noble, starting off with some low drops. Cannot be blocked by humans whenever he deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. It's just something to get off on turn 1, slowly amp him up. And I only really verse borrow mono reds with this deck. But this is Goldrazi. You may want to switch him out if you're either going to be adding in other vampires instead of Stormkirk Noble. 1-drop 1/1. As long as the opponent has 10 or less health, he gets +2/+1 and has Intimidate. That's very good versus non-black decks or non-artifact decks because they can't really do anything. They're taking 3 per turn. Another 1-drop is Blade of Bloodchief. Whenever a creature is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on it. If equipped creature is a vampire, which is a running theme in the deck, put 2 1/1 counters on it instead, with an equipment of 1. So you would play down one of these 2 creatures, equip Blade of Bloodchief onto it, and then, start killing off things with stuff. Then going off with a bit higher in mana cost with 2 is Blood Artist. Whenever a Blood Artist or another creature dies, target player loses life, and you gain a life. That's just nice. It's because a lot of things die. I've got him a 13/14 one time. Wasn't that too hard to do. I only have 3 right now, but I would like a 4th. And another 4th for Blades of Bloodchief. It's because they're very good. I wish I could draw into them more, but I just don't have the valuables to trade or money to buy them. Ultimate price, I only have 3 of them. I would prefer these to be Hero's Downfall, depending on the deck. But if I'm versing a monocolored deck, obviously I'd prefer these if there's no Planeswalkers, for obvious reasons. Child of the Night, 2-drop 1/2 lifelink. This gets a lot of people mad. I know my brother hates it when I whip out a playset of these guys and then amp them up with Blade of Bloodchief. Pretty simple, play that to turn 2. Gatekeeper Malakir. This is one of very good vampires that, in my opinion, is a staple in a lot of vampire decks. It's a 2-drop with 1 kicker cost. When Gatekeeper Malakir enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, target player sacrifices a creature. This is very good if the person is running like a Boros Burn, so they don't have much creatures on average, so you could easily get rid of them. Or when somebody has like amping up 1 creature and that's all they have, very good to eliminate them. You want a playset. Now here's where the red comes in. Well, other red cards come in. This is the only other red card I have in the deck. At a 3-drop, 2/2 with first strike. Other vampire creatures you control get +1/+1 and have first strike. It's very good with other creatures. And that's another Stormkirk Captain. I have a playset. Vampire Nighthawk. I love this creature. Put some other harpies to shame with a 3-drop, 2/3 flying, Death Touch, and lifelink, making it very good blocking and attacking with that flying. It's really helpful to take down dragons or stuff like that. Now this is one of the main staples, is Bloodline Keeper. With 4-drop, highest you'll ever see in this deck is 4, because it's supposed to be aggro. Tap it to put a 2/2 black vampire creature into the battlefield with flying. And then if you have 5 or more vampires, you may pay 1 to flip him. And then he turns into this sexy beast, which is still with flying 5/5 this time. Other vampire creatures you control get +2/+2, and you can still tap them for that token with flying vampire. So this is really nice because you pop out 4/4s with flying each turn. Very helpful. And you obviously want a playset. of them. Now here is one of the main staples that I kill a lot of people with. I only have 3 of them on me right now. I need to get a 4th. But it's Vampire Nocturnus. There's a 4-drop 3/3, but top card of your library revealed. So that's obviously really helpful, but it's a very big drawback. As long as the top card of your library is black, vampires and Nocturnus Vampire Nocturnus get +1, +2, +1, and flying. So that makes your average character a 4/4 with flying. That's very good, very annoying. They do stack. So when you have 2 of them, they all get +4, +2. Overpowered. And then comboed with Stormkirk Noble, they all have first strike and that extra +1, +1. And then for mana, I only run 6 mountains, and then the rest are just swamps. I only have a total of 20 mana. That's as much as I've ever needed on this deck. There is other cards that I do want that I just haven't got the time to order in or any of that. But I hopefully will update this later on. Now some potential cards that you would want to throw in there depending on the deck would be a Crawl Space. 3-drop, no more than 2 creatures can attack you each combat. So you could only need like 2 Vampire Nocturnuses blocking each turn with Death Touch. That's very, very good, especially against tokens. Skullcrack, for obvious reasons. I don't know if you guys played during the Gatecrest series, but this was a hard card to get where I live. And then the last one is Bad Moon. Black creatures you control get +1, +1. That helps every single card except one, which is Stormkirk Noble. But then yet again, it's not that bad one. 99 or 98% of the deck is black, so whenever you verse other colored decks, it's not too bad. And that is the deck. It costed me around $60 to make in total, which isn't too bad for a modern. And thank you for watching. See you next time.